Picture this. Two friends are in a house. One's in the living room and one's in the bedroom. Instead of walking up and taking a few steps to talk, they just text each other. Hey, bring me some chips. One texts. The other sighs and texts back. No, you come get them. And they go back and forth, arguing through their phones rather than actually talking. It's funny, but also a little bit sad. People have gotten so used to their phones that they refuse to get up and talk to each other. Hi, I'm Aliyah. I'm 12 years old and I'm in year 7. And today I will be discussing the effects of phones. Now, one of the most common problems is social media. Social media is a manipulative way where people pretend to have the life of their dreams, when in reality, they're just pretending to have that. Some people on social media could see a car crash, and rather than calling an emergency number, they would just film it. Some would buy a dish extremely expensive, then just take a photo and rather than eating it, just leave it there. I mean, how hard can you be? To pretend to be perfect and nice to the camera, but in reality, you don't. So remember, not all phones are the same. Some phones, like older ones, were a lot more effective. Let's look at how they were. So cell phones, like older ones, they had a main purpose, which was for contacting and keeping in touch with those who live far away or your loved ones. Without constantly being in their phones, people who were back in the day were a lot more active and were a lot less anxious over everything. This kept them more active and prevented things like eye strains and mood problems. Plus, older phones had longer battery life, so they were a lot more sufficient. So based on what I have discussed, it may sound like I'm saying that phones do not have a purpose. But that's not true. They do, which is to help us learn, but mainly to communicate with those who live far away or your loved ones. However, many people who buy phones do not tend to realize how much of an impact it has on them. Phones indirectly make us lazier by making everything too easy. Instead of walking a few steps to talk, we just text each other. Instead of cooking, we use food delivery apps. Even workouts can be skipped because entertainment is right in our hands. And since phones do so much for us, we move less, think less, and ultimately lose lots of relationships. Now, if you were to check how many hours you spent on your phone yesterday, it would probably be more than you thought. Spending too much time on our phones can make us feel really bad, and it can make us feel not active. The thing is, we scroll for hours, yet at the end of the day, we feel more drained than refreshed. So our phones are designed to keep us hooked, but at what cost? Are we really in control, or is the screen controlling us? So how can we take back control? Well, it starts with small changes. Try turning off your phone an hour before bed. Turn off unnecessary notifications so then you're not always distracted. Even have a no phone rule during lunches and breaks so then you can communicate with those who you love. These little habits can make such a big difference, yet we don't notice it. Now fast forward 10 years. If we keep using our phones like this, what will happen in the future? Will we lose friendships? Will we lose real-life relationships? Or we know too much free time can cause lots of issues like feeling anxious. But if we start making small changes now, we could develop our phones into a way that helps us, not a way that takes over. So remember, it's not all that bad. Phones can help us learn, they can help us develop, and they can help us stay in touch. The key is balance. It's about using your phone in a way that helps you, not a way that takes over. So, instead of scrolling, try doing something more productive. So in conclusion, the phone is not the enemy. It's how we use it that matters. Now you're probably thinking to yourself, my speech is great, but will it really have an impact? What I'm saying will not have an impact. It's how you reply to it that does. So the next time you're out and about, or you're scrolling on your phone on TikTok or Instagram, think to yourself, do I really need to use this right now? Or could I do something more productive to help me? Thank you.